Let's try that again. Hello. What is I literally just checked my lighting and it was fine. Just sit in the dark. It's fine. How's everybody doing today? Hey Raga. Hey Maze. What are you guys up to? Back in the studio today. Here's my silly treehouse I did the other day. Sorry I started kind of late. I got a little caught up looking at references for like 20 minutes. The good news is I have a ton of references in my structures folder for today. We're doing castles. It is, I think it's International or National Storytelling Day. It's one of the two. Let me check. I don't know. It's some amount of storytelling day. And I thought it would be fun to do castles since we're kind of doing this architecture theme. So it's not really on the Marchitecture list, like it's not one of the official prompts, but I thought it would be fun, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's see. Yes, oh, it's World Storytelling Day. Whoops. Totally tagged that wrong. Oh well, that's okay. So anyway, today's castles. We'll be doing castles from reference. I have some references pinned if you need some. If you'd like to draw along with me and work on your own storytelling, world building, all that kind of stuff. This is all good for that kind of thing, right? I have a castles section in my structures folder over on Pinterest, so I'll pin that. Or I'll try to pin that. It said something went wrong, so I don't know if I pinned it or not, but I'll check again later. Anyway, if you'd like to draw some castles and you don't know where to start, feel free to click that link, if you can even see it. Already pinned. Oh, thank you. Wow, Maze, you're so fast. Jeez. Give it up for Maze, guys. Best mod. I did not even see that. How are you guys doing today? That's why something went wrong, because I'm redundant. Maze is just too quick. Appreciate you. Okay. Yeah. So, castles. I'm trying to get more excited about structures, guys. Even though I really struggled with houseboats yesterday, like really struggled with houseboats yesterday. My back was also hurting. It was kind of a debacle, but it was actually a little more fun than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I'm not saying it's like going to be my go-to thing, but I think all this, like, you know, forcing myself to draw this stuff is helping. So thank you guys for being here to give me some accountability for that. Appreciate you. I definitely would not probably be taking the time to do this stuff without you guys. So let's start with this one. This is called Castle Piu Belly. I have no idea, actually, if that's what it's called, but it's a cool one. So we're gonna do this one first because I think it's very simple and I like it, and it'll make me feel like I know how to draw. So I need to really start with basic things and stop jumping into these really complex designs with stuff like this. But this looks fun. I might even throw a little color on this one. I like it a lot. So I'll be posting my references that I'm working from in Discord, but as always, if you would like to draw along from home, please don't feel like you have to draw what I'm drawing. If you want to practice castles but you want to do like a totally different style castle, that's totally fine. I do recommend, you know, finding real castles first before you jump into fantasy. Like, the whole point of this is to sort of, you know, improve our ability to work from imagination, and I feel like one of the strongest ways to do that is drawing from reference. So anyway, if you'd like to join me in that, I usually try and set at least a 30-minute timer, although it's hard for me to gauge. I've stopped setting my timer because I always stop and chat so much, so I just give myself like an hour to do 30 minutes of sketching. Usually it goes into like an hour and a half on stream, but that's okay. World Storytelling Day. And I'd also love to hear your stories, so if you have a story you want to tell me, feel free to type it in chat, or share a link if you have it written somewhere. It looks like a swallow's nest castle in Crimea. Oh, that's cool! It might be. I don't know. It's super small, so it almost just looks like a watchtower in a way, and it kind of looks a little movie set-y. Like, I'm not sure that, like, this sort of makes me feel like it's maybe for show, but I don't know. I just think it's nice, and it doesn't look like it's AI generated, so I'm pretty much just calling it a win. Yeah. I feel like it's really hard to find non-AI stuff right now, especially on Pinterest. So anyway, if you would like to do that with me, feel free. But as always, guys, let's see. Our mantra is get the bad drawings out. I'm gonna pretend like somebody in the castle is shouting that. And our theme for today, oh, if only I could spell, that'd be so cool. I would love being able to spell, especially when I'm live. Gosh, or have good handwriting. Castles. It's for World Storytelling Day, guys. So I'm probably gonna sketch a few castles, maybe do some quick color studies. I don't know yet if I'm gonna do a design my own today. I don't have as much time today as I've had the last 2 days, so I may just do strictly reference today. But I'm probably gonna draw some dragons on these. I'm not gonna lie, that's probably gonna happen. So we're just gonna do it. Had to take a little power nap before the stream. Oh, Maze, you don't have to, you know, if you need to take care of yourself, buddy, you need to go do that. I feel like I try to tell you. I know that I've ramped up my stream schedule, and I feel really bad that you could be doing other things, like taking care of yourself and getting a nap. So if you need to take a nap, it's okay. I don't think I have enough bot troubles yet to, of course I say that, watch, I'm gonna have like huge bot troubles now. Like today specifically on this stream. Some troll is just waiting in the wings like, oh, she jinxed herself. It's time, my brothers. Let's rise. Ugh. But anyway, if you need to go take a nap, please feel free. It's gonna be a short stream today, so don't feel guilty if you need to go. I will be back on later today. That's part of why it's going to be a shorter stream. I think I'm going to start keeping my Monday and Wednesday warm-up streams a little shorter. I think I just need to adjust. I'm not able to accomplish quite enough when I make them go too long, so. And I also have a meeting today at 1, so I'm going to be really short on time today. And I don't want to stay until midnight again, because that's what I did last night, and that was just, I really shouldn't do that. So I need to be getting home. Speaking of self-care, I was trying really hard this month to be a lot better about that, but this week I've not been as good. I do like these little turret things. They're so fun. Alright, I'm not going to focus too much on details. I just want to get this basic structure. The angle is also something I need to pay more attention to. I really struggle with this in the boat. I don't think I'm not doing a good job keeping my perspectives in check. So it's something I really need to watch out for when I'm doing these, because I'm just kind of freehanding, as you can see, and it's causing issues. Like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not good at this yet, so appreciate those of you who know what you're doing not laughing at me too loudly. I also might need to start doing I might need to start doing warm-up sketches for like more geometric things. I might need to start doing those in like Photoshop or something that actually has grids, as opposed to this, which is just pure freehand. Now, if you're working in a sketchbook, obviously, you could much more easily just go grab a ruler and totally make your own grid lines and perspective lines. If you don't know what that is and you're drawing freehand, perspective is like, I'm gonna do a quick perspective. So like if this was this castle but like small, let's just pretend this is the castle, right? And here's that little platform in that one. So if you were doing perspective lines, you could take a ruler and you could follow these lines. This isn't correct, but we're just going to pretend it is, all the way to a point off your page. So if you set your ruler at an angle and then kind of slowly rotate it and draw lines on your paper, once you, like at the correct angle, obviously, like check them. You can even hold the ruler up to the screen and then hold it at that same angle if you'd like to. Either way, find your way to do perspective, because then when you start drawing these lines, like the windows, you'll notice all these bars, they follow that same line. These lines right here follow that same line. Like everything kind of goes to a vanishing point way off screen. That's what this is called, is the vanishing point. So anyway, highly recommend doing that stuff. If you're working digitally, I mean, this program doesn't have it as far as I'm aware. It's just Paint Tool Sai, the OG version, but Photoshop has rulers and grids and all kinds of things that it employs. And so does Clip Studio Paint, and I'm sure Krita does somewhere too. So look into your program and see if you can find that to help you out. But I'm just freehanding, which means there's going to be some problems. So bear with me. But I think if I had done that with my boat to begin with before I got, like my imaginary boat, before I got too excited and just started designing, I think it would have come together a lot quicker and better. So I need to really make it a point to start doing that. Okay, mini art lesson over. I'm sure most of you watching already know all those things, so, but just in case, I know I do have some folks who, you know, watch with their kids or just want to learn how to draw, don't necessarily have Twitch, but are hanging out, so if that's you, you're the one I'm talking to here. Also, I drew that so close. I don't know why I did that. This is also why mapping things out beforehand is appropriate, because I just skipped this whole section right here. Why? Don't learn from me, guys. Just learn from my mistakes, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I just need to take the educational tag off of this stream. This is watch me be educated. Is there a tag for that people actually use? I'm actually curious. Does anyone scroll through Twitch using the tags? I've actually started doing that recently, but I don't typically. But it has been kind of useful. For me anyway, to find a few new streamers. I just feel like it's so hard because they only work if that person is live, you know? It's like you can't search for people who are offline. Can you? Wait, maybe you can. Am I lying to myself right now? Learning about Twitch, that's the education here. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's see, family friendly. Live channels. Oh yeah, they only let you search live. Recently starred? No. Yeah. I don't want just live channels. Yeah, I don't think you can. So, anyway. Learn about Twitch. Learn about Twitch. I wish you could search by like streamed within the last week or something, you know? I think it's one of my favorite castles. Wait, it was hold on. It was some European rich man home in Crimea. It was a museum when it was there. Oh, that's cool. I'll look it up after this and see if I can find it. If you guys know of any cool castles that you think I'd enjoy drawing or learning from, please let me know. This is a really cool design for sure. On PC I use tag English in our category. I see. See, every time I click a tag, it doesn't like show me, it doesn't keep me in the category. It's a little frustrating. Alright. Trying to notice things that I don't normally notice when I look at pictures like this. I feel like I need to train, this is what I'm trying to do, is train my eye to be more interested in like shapes and forms and things that are not just like strictly creatures. It's a big struggle, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like things like this platform would be a lot easier if I could use some kind of ruler or guide. I need to mess around with that though, Raga. That's a way to do it. I was looking for family friendly in the art channel, but every time I went to the art channel and then clicked family friendly, at least on PC, it would just take me to all the family friendly channels and not strictly art. So I don't know if I'm just using it badly. It's very possible, because as we all know, Twitch noob. So don't really know how to use this platform effectively. So if anyone has tips. I am still looking for generally pretty work safe, family friendly art streams to raid into. I feel like a few of the streams I've raided into, it's kind of hard obviously, because you never know how long they're gonna stay streaming. So it's like there's been a few times where it's like, oh, this is family friendly, but here we are now looking at like something that's not family friendly. So for anybody watching, you know, with kids or anyone who lets their kids watch me, just be aware of that, you know, like I have no control once I raid. I try to stick roughly to my stream schedule, so if you're not watching your kids, watch me. Just be aware of that. I can only do so much, but raiding is has been a really good way to get to know people and just kind of yeah, find other artists and stuff. So I'm not gonna stop raiding. It seems to be the most effective way to actually get to know cool artists here. Because otherwise, if I just scroll around on the search bars, or just kind of scrolling around on my own, oh my gosh, I've spent so many hours accidentally just on Twitch chatting with other artists. Granted, it's super cool, but I'm also oh darn, I didn't accomplish anything this afternoon. So that's what I'm trying to get a little bit better of a handle on. I just get so excited. There's not enough time in the day, guys. Can someone please invent a time machine so I can work more? It's the lamest time machine wish ever. Please invent a time machine to enter X issue. I just want to work more. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Picture this door's so big. Like I believe. Hey, Septic, how's it going? Have you got everything sorted with your Discord issue? I'm so sorry that happened to you. I was thinking about that the other day. Or since whenever you told us that. I have no sense of time lately, so it could have been yesterday for all I know. But I've been thinking about it. I'm ooh, shoot. The internet's scary. See, this is why I just didn't interact when I first streamed. I was so afraid of things like that. Or just I don't know, I'm kind of gullible. I just worry about being too dumb for the internet sometimes. Do you guys ever think about things like that? I love these rocks, you guys. I kind of just want to paint these rocks. We are definitely going to do a rock study stream soon because I'm feeling very ready to learn how to paint more than just shale rocks. I really want to study some of these intensely. So I'm collecting cool rock references. So if anyone is a mineral hound or a rock hound, I have so many pictures from the Rock and Mineral show that I go to every year here in Denver. So I kind of want to go through all those reference pictures and slowly add them to Pinterest. Also, you know what I found out? There's a limit to how many reference pictures I can put on Pinterest. I'm so mad. Did anyone? I'm afraid I'm gonna hit that limit. I have so many reference pictures that I want to pull and throw up on there. You guys don't even know how many cloud pictures I've taken over the years. And Texas gets cool clouds, okay? Giant storm clouds all the time. I need to go, I have years of photos to go through on my hard drive. And sorry, I know that I've played some of the same songs a few times in a row lately. I'm trying to go through this playlist and weed out all the songs that are too quiet to go in the playlist because I just don't have time to equalize them. So we're just getting rid of some, which makes me sad. Because Feed the Birds for Mary Poppins was on that list. It's just too quiet. You can never hear it. But anyway, I apologize if the music sounds repetitive. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I try to pick good music. I'm always taking music requests too in my Discord. So if you guys drop songs that you're really into in the music share section, a lot of times I'll go through those every once in a while and just pull songs I really like and add them to the list. So if you have anything you're super into, I'd love to hear it. I don't have time to look for new music, but I'm always interested in new music. So please help. Give me some culture. And if anyone's lurking and doesn't know where the Discord link is, there it is right there. You can also post your warm-up sketches in there if you'd like to. I need to be better about that myself, though. I keep forgetting to do it until days later. But eventually I get to it. Even if you're doing warm-ups from an old warm-up or something totally unrelated, I would love to see what people are working on. It's kind of funny, I've had some friends, and actually my mom has even texted me some pictures that they've drawn along with me. So it's cool to see, even if you don't want to share it publicly. I would still love to see it in text or DM. If you have any kiddos drawn along. Oh no, I totally... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just scrunched everything. Grid lines, guys. Grid lines. Use your grid lines. Everything's all scrunchy. I'm too dumb to be afraid. Ow! Oh my gosh, Raga, I laughed so hard that I hurt myself. So I like tweaked my back last week. I think from sitting on that stability ball for too long. Oh, I have like some really tight back muscles right now. And I think they spasmed last night while I was asleep because I stretched weird. Sometimes I stretch in my sleep. And it just like jolted me awake, which of course made them spasm more because I was jerking around. And so now I'm like, I feel like I'm back at square one. I'll try to laugh just like leaning forward today. I'll just laugh down here, I'm fine, guys. Oh, that really did not feel good. Ridiculous. You guys, I've reached the age where I can hurt myself in my sleep. I guess that's just a thing for me now. It's okay, Raka. It's not your fault. I actually didn't know that could happen until just now, so there we go. I've never had a tweaked back in this area before. I usually if I crick anything, it's my neck. But that hasn't happened in a while since I got my new mattress. And my pillows and stuff are a lot better. It used to happen to me like every 6 months. It was awful. I think I just had a really bad sleeping situation. An extremely old mattress that needed to go. Anyway. But I guess now we're at the back problems stage of life, so that's exciting. What am I doing wrong here? I feel like I keep redrawing the same line and it's always in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm gonna draw this turdy thing so I stop drawing the column in the wrong place. There we go. Figured it out, guys. Oh my goodness, why was that so hard? All I know is that my ticket has been escalated, but I'm so glad I can. Oh, well, I'm so glad you can hang out with us too, Septic. We love having you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Okay. I want to draw a dragon on this, but let's move on to another castle because I feel like I'm spending too much time on this one. Rocks. Stones. Let's do a little bit better job. Stones. Okay. My castle looks super rickety. I told myself I wasn't going to get involved in details, but here I am. Alright, let's do another one. I do love the colors in this photo, but I'd like to get at least 3 warm-ups done before I actually color one. So let's find one with like a spiral. Ooh, this one's pretty. So many good ones. I do like this this spiral staircase thing. This is really cool. Do I have this one saved? Castle. There you go. Look at that. It's not really a whole castle though. I need to probably draw like an actual whole castle. Ooh, these are so neat. See, this was the problem I had right before stream. I was like ready to stream at 9:40. I was like, I'm just gonna look at reference pictures for a few minutes, and all of a sudden it was 10. Like, it was crazy. Oh, is this Bishop's Castle? There's a castle here in Colorado. It was built by some eccentric guy. I've actually never seen it. Hold on. Maybe you should draw Bishop's Castle. It's a very local castle. Yeah, I've never actually seen a picture of it. It's really weird. shoot. Here, let's do... I just saved it to my Pinterest. This is Bishop's Castle. It's here in Colorado. It's so bizarre. I kind of want to visit it. Apparently the inside is really cool. Oh yeah. Ooh, look at it in winter. That's pretty. It has all these weird doodads on it though. Here's the inside of Bishop's Castle in that upper deck area. It's kind of neat. Like, a really cool place to hold an event, I would imagine, but such a unique... Man, eccentric people with money. What can you do? Ooh, that's a pretty shot of it. I also want to do an interiors study, so I'm gonna add that to interiors actually. Hey, Captain! How are you? Good to see you. How's your day going? You can hurt yourself in your sleep at any age if you manage to roll off the bed in your sleep. That's true. That's true. And I mean, I've had the issue with like getting cricks in my neck since I was like a teenager. I remember the first time it happened to me. I was just like, what is going on? I was like 16. So I've always, and it could just be like a posture issue, honestly. It's part of why I'm trying so hard to work on my posture this year. I'm really considering getting a posture brace. Like, I don't think my posture is that bad, but I do have a little bit of shoulder roll. It's not as bad as it was last year, because I've been working on it pretty hard. But I think it would be helpful, and I think fixing that stuff and probably doing some like strength training would help so that I wouldn't get cricks in my neck all the time. But I've always felt just a little stiff in the neck area. I don't know why. Like, I feel like other people can look over their shoulder farther than I can. Maybe that's just me. How far can you guys look over your shoulder? My chin can't match up with my shoulder. It's like, I just can't go any farther. And then looking farther up than this has always been kind of hard. I don't know. So I think I just have a stiff neck. Stiff neck feels like a slang term that's bad. Does that mean something bad? Hopefully you understand. Oh, Blueberry! That is so sweet! Thank you! Posture check! Thank you! Yanni! I love your name. I can never say it, but I love your name. I will sit up straight. Thank you, everybody. Check your shoulders. Make sure they're not doing this. Stick them back. They say if you overextend them, that can help you like relax into a better position. So if you tend to hunch, just like overdo the backwardsness and then kind of sit up, and it should feel a little more natural, and then see how long you can hold it. That's kind of what I've been doing. I'm not sure how I landed here, but I was watching your stream since a few weeks ago. Aww, Blueberry, you are so sweet. I'm gonna give you some cheese. You get cheese. I wish I could give you more than this, but that's all I have for you. That's all I know how to do. I'm so glad that you're enjoying it. And how's your day going? I hope it's going well. Cheese! Raga's got the cheese. I'm honored to hear that anything that I'm doing on Twitch is entertaining for anybody or enjoyable. I feel like it's kind of like watching a squirrel attempt to do art. Because I've been trying to pick a castle picture for like 10 minutes now. But I hope your day is going well. Do you draw, Blueberry? I'm always looking to meet new artists on Twitch. I don't know if we've spoken before. It says you're a first-time chatter. I don't remember if I've talked to you in anyone else's Twitch, maybe. Ooh, do you guys want to do a sand castle? So I was combing through my old hard drives and found a bunch of reference pictures I saved years ago of sand castles. Kind of made me happy. That counts as a castle. Because, like, you guys, look at this sand castle. That's really impressive. Like, holy cow. Someone made that out of sand, you guys. I'm sure there's more impressive ones out there. This is an old picture from like the early 2000s or something. Thailand's White Temple. Ooh, this is a cool looking castle too. I don't know if I have the moxie for this though. Do you guys see this castle? It looks like it's encrusted in ice. That's really pretty. Wow, I would be afraid to like touch anything. It's so cool. I have to save this photo too. Yeah, his Pinterest is just a rabbit hole asking to be fallen down into. This one's pretty. But let's do a different style castle. Ooh, here's a Middle Eastern castle. That's really cool. To the other side. Here's a really cool one from Yemen. It's like built on this big rock. That's kind of neat. So many different like designs. Like I love all the little facades and stuff. The center of my chin lines up with my collarbone when I turn my head. Oh, that's me too. Is that normal? I've always thought people could like look way further than that. Cheese flavor, it counts. It totally counts. If you listen to the chorus to the song Body by Megan Thee Stallion, you'll know how to say my username. I'm gonna copy that for later. Is it not Yanni? Am I saying it wrong? I just don't think I can say all of it. Let's see. Yanni, 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 Yanni. Is that how you say it? I just never know how many Annies to put in there. I'm gonna look that up later. Okay. Well, I don't know what kind of castle I feel like drawing right now. But I hope everyone's having a great morning. I don't know if that range of motion is normal. My neck hurts too. Okay, well then maybe I've just always thought people could look farther than they can. Maybe I've just always been wrong. That's entirely possible. Yeah. I was definitely, there's been a lot of assumptions that I've made as a kid that I've only recently found out were assumptions and thought were facts, so that could just be on the list. I hate all these CGI castles. I'm trying to find a really good... This one's cute. Okay, let's do this one. This is a simple shape. I can handle this. Let's see, I've spent maybe 10 minutes drawing so far. Well, maybe 15. Let's do this cute little castle. I'll do a more Asian style castle here in a second. Something not medieval would be cool. What's there in my mind? As the days keep turning to night. Pretty sure I already have this pinned, but I'm gonna pin it again anyway. Don't know if that's the range of you might be thinking of owls. You know what? You're right. I could be thinking of owls. I always get owls and people mixed up. It's just it's a problem. Make this a little smaller so I go a little faster. How early in the morning is it? It is not as early as it should be. It's 10:40. For how tired I am, it's so much later in the day than it feels. Okay, we're gonna go fast. Let's see. It's 10:40. Let's see if I can get this sketched. Let's look at it holistically, Casey. We're gonna draw some boxes. So I'm gonna try and do a perspective box for this one since it's a little more straightforward. So that's the box I'm gonna kind of start with and see if I can actually make it line up on the grids a little bit. Gotta be careful. Let's see. So that's the angle we're doing here. It's too much. For it's hard with all the roundness, but I think I can manage. You picked out the same castle, no way. That's awesome. Great minds, Maze, great minds. It's nice nice and simple. It's got some water. I'm glad that you went ahead and just made a decision while I was waffling. Sometimes you have to do that, folks. If you wait on me, I could be here a while. Try and get better at that. I kind of like the, I don't know, the unevenness of these turrets. Like, I don't know if you call them turrets. I forget the actual word for these, like, out column things. But, like, this one is so much shorter than this one. It's kind of funny. I like it. I wish it was bright here, too. Oh, is it late for you? What time is it for you? What do you warm up for? Do you do art full-time? I wish I did art full-time. Right now, I only do art part-time. So I just kind of stream when I'm in the studio. So my studio days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I used to freelance, which I guess I was full-time art, but it's too feast or famine, at least for me at this stage of my career. I don't have a steady enough workflow to make that work. And I used to stream, ouch, sorry, moved weird, hurt myself. I used to stream back in 2018, 2019. I kind of tapered off after 2019. My life got a little complicated. And then of course COVID happened and I don't know. I probably should have streamed during COVID, and I think I did a few times, but I was just so burnt out on being online. Yeah, like many of us were. Probably could have done more during COVID, mostly just moped and had a bad time, so. But yeah, so I'm trying to get back into it this year. So I might start freelancing again. I actually just took a client project pretty recently that I'm excited about. Some goat stickers. I don't know if you've seen those. I was working on them on stream yesterday. Sent those off to the client. Alright, I'm going to send them off to the client today. Before I work on them some more, but they're almost done. But my long-term goal is to be a book illustrator. I'd like to get into like children, maybe not like little children's books, but like middle grade. I'm feeling like graphic novels, middle grade, chapter book type stuff is probably more my speed. I just don't have like a picture book style, and I don't feel like most people who do picture books are really all that interested in working with me because of my style, so I don't know. I'm trying to revamp a lot of things this year. I don't know if you've seen my like whale illustration, but I think that's kind of the style I'm going to lean into this year, just because it's kind of one I'm comfortable with anyway. I've worked in that style for Drift, for my webcomic for a while. And so I think I'm just gonna see if anybody wants to work with me in that style, because that's really fast and quick and fun for me. We'll see what comes of it, but I don't know. But anyway, I warm up because it's a good idea, to get back to your question, sorry. I also ramble a lot if you haven't noticed. It's also a good idea to, like, if you are gonna be drawing, to kind of like warm up your creative muscles. I don't know a better way to say it, but that's kind of the point of these, is to get me warmed up for my day, because I have a bunch of drawing to do. And sometimes the hardest part of being an artist is just like that blank page and just getting started. So since I started doing this back in like kind of the end of 2015, it was more like 2016 when I really got started. 2015 was kind of a getting settled and moving and all kinds of stuff was happening, but yeah, I've always meant to do warm-up sketches, warm-up studies. It's a good way to stretch your knowledge base. It's a good way to get your brain thinking and observing, because really what you're doing for warm-up, like at least when you're drawing from references, is you're training your observational eye. So like what I'm doing is I'm noting things closely about the image and kind of taking mental inventory and being like, okay, next time I draw a castle, I'm gonna remember this cool thing right here. Like, oh, I could do like a bridge. Like, that's really cool. I love that shape. I'd love to put that in a piece later. So if I ever have to draw a castle, I'm gonna remember that. And one way to remember it, instead of just looking at it, is to actually draw it. So I'll be like, okay, to do this, I have to remember, like, oh, here's the archway, and here's these cool rocks, and then here's this, and here, and it just kind of makes you, analyze things. A lot of artists call this increasing your visual library or your creative bank account. I've heard a lot of terms for it, but you're kind of like storing information away, and and learning as you draw. Like, oh, you know, look at all these texture differences in these rocks. Look at how the cobblestones fit together, but they still look kind of uneven. It's very different than like this sort of a stone building, which is very smooth and shaved stone. So all of those things can kind of play into like future illustrations. Does that make sense? That's kind of a long-winded answer to your question, but that is kind of my purpose anyway for doing warm-up drawings. And I invite people, if they want to, like, if you want to get better at drawing, this is a great way to do that. So if you're somebody who likes to draw and wants to improve, I always invite whoever wants to draw along with me. You can type !ref in the chat and find all kinds of, like, my entire Pinterest reference board is up there for all kinds of stuff, and that tends to be where I pull my references from. I've got it pinned, the castle section I've got pinned up in my top of my chat right now. And then there is a section in the Discord where you can share your warm-up sketches if you'd like to, but there's no pressure either. I know lots of people aren't really comfortable sharing warm-up sketches because they can be pretty rough, and I get it. I'm sometimes kind of embarrassed to be drawing these in front of everybody because I'm like, wow, I'm terrible. But you know, it's just one of those things. I'm trying to get over my fear of being online, so here we are. But yeah, once you've drawn things from reference, you've kind of taught things to your brain, and then you can bring that into your drawings later. So that's the whole purpose of it. It's the fastest way to get better at drawing, in my experience. Some people disagree, and that's fine. But I feel like it's a really good way to do that. You can also do, if you are someone who's trying to get better, I don't think I'll do these on stream just because I feel weird working from other artists' work. It just feels kind of disrespectful if it's a living artist to me. Like, I don't really want to do that on stream. I don't think, at least not right now. But you can also do what's called like master studies or master copies of like masterworks. So traditional art, you could go to museums. You'll sometimes see art students doing this in museums, like drawing from the painting and trying to do a copy. They call them master copies or master studies, like I just said. But that's a way to kind of learn the techniques of the masters. It's really helpful if you're a painter, but it's helpful for anybody really. But you can also look at modern work. Like I'm probably gonna do an Akira Toriyama copy or study soon, just to kind of study his stylistic choices and how he draws vehicles and try to learn that way. So that's another thing you can do. You just don't want to do exclusively that, I think, because you can unintentionally, like, eventually all that you'll really learn is how to copy a style or a stylization of reality instead of actually learning how to stylize reality, which is, to me, the purpose of doing reference studies. It's a lot easier for me to make a cartoony castle if I know what an actual castle looks like. But if I'm only studying like a Looney Tunes castle, what I'm really learning is how to draw a castle like a Looney Tune animator would. I think a lot of kids do this. I know I did it when I was a kid by just studying, say, anime. Like you just copy anime pictures until you learn how to draw an anime style or an animated like Disney style. But what you're really learning is just how to exaggerate in that style. You're not really learning how to make your own style. And I spent a lot of time in college actually like unlearning a lot of bad habits I picked up from that. Like I used to draw eyes way too big. And I still sometimes struggle. Like when you do something a lot, it becomes habit. Sorry, this has turned into like a TED Talk, but I'm just gonna continue answering this question while I draw. Yeah, it just becomes what they call a schema is one word you might hear for it. It's like your habitual way of drawing something. So, like a good way to test your schema is to be like, okay, draw a dog, and it's like, what's your default way of drawing a dog? It's like, oh, that's pretty cartoony. Like, obviously my schema is, I mean, this is an exaggeration. This is not how I would draw a dog. But it's like, oh, my schema is this very animated, like, cartoony way of drawing a dog. Then if you go look at a dog, draw that dog, and then you draw a dog, your dog is going to have a lot more details that you wouldn't have put in there automatically. So, anyway. If you feel like you're falling into the trap of drawing the same thing over and over in the same way, in my experience, that has typically been a sign that I have fallen too much into my schema trap. Like I'm just drawing the same thing over and over because it's what my brain wants to go to, and so I need to work from reference to kind of give my brain new ideas. So anyway, that's why we're here. The end. I'm done talking your ear off now. So yeah, it's for me, but it's for anybody else who wants to do it. If you, I always, like I said, I always invite people if they want to join, but no pressure. I just appreciate that people are here, keeping me accountable to doing this, because it is going to help me in the long run. It helps, like you say, and get you out of your comfort zone. Exactly. That's 100% it, Captain, for sure. That acrylic painting I posted in Discord the other day was a master copy. It was a Monet painting. Oh yeah. I did see the impressionistic stuff, exactly. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's good for you for doing that. Do you feel like you learned stuff from that, like about his painting style? I've never done like an actual master study, like in paint. I've done them digitally, so I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like you might learn the different things from using paint because you have to figure out how to, like, what techniques work to get that effect, which is, I think, a lot of the benefit of traditional master studies or master copies. Don't feel like you have to stop talking. It's good advice. Thanks. I don't know. Sometimes I get ramble signaled, and I feel like I'm rambling and talking people's ear off. So I'm glad that it's helpful. It's just kind of where I'm at, you know, where I've decided that I need to be. Okay, I feel like there's like a slight bulge in this castle, but I'm not doing a good job. I learned to not be scared about layering different colors, and even if it doesn't change much, it helps the texture. That's cool, yeah. Oh my gosh, I totally feel you on being scared of layering colors. Like, I'm so insecure about acrylic and oils. I've actually considered doing a Watch Me Learn to Paint stream series on here where it's like, okay, I'm just gonna open up these acrylic paints and see what happens, guys. It's gonna be bad. Come watch if you want. I don't know what I'm doing. Might do that later in the year. I need to get a few projects behind me first, but once I get kind of caught up, I might expand a little bit and do some traditional media streams, so that'll be kind of interesting, maybe, hopefully, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. But I am gonna maybe do one more castle here. It's been about 10 minutes since I started this one. I'd like to get one more in, and then I'll probably pick one to do a more long form study of and actually color, and maybe add a dragon too. Because, you know, have to add a dragon. It's just required. It's National Storytelling Day, so I can be a little bit unrealistic if I'd like to. And if anyone does like dragons, I think I said this earlier, but we are going to be doing Sea Slug Dragons today. It is the third Wednesday. So third Wednesday is Sea Slug Dragon Day for me. On stream in the afternoons. First and third Wednesday, actually. So if you want to come look at sea slugs and then pick one to watch me design, feel free to do that. What could it be? Doing a Rembrandt study was very helpful. Oh, I bet. I'd love to see that if you felt like sharing it, Yanni. I think so much more about the direction of my brushstrokes for portraits now. That's so cool. That's super cool. Yeah. Keep telling me about how helpful that stuff is, because it'll encourage me to actually maybe open up some paints. I'll have to show you guys maybe at the end of stream how much paint I have. I've been watching a lot of oil painters on Twitch. There's so many, you guys. I don't know if you guys are aware. I certainly wasn't aware. There's like a ton of really, really, really skilled oil painters and acrylic painters and just painters in general on Twitch, and I'm like, holy cow. Like, I'm Painting Badly is one that comes to mind immediately, which his name is a total lie. Like, I will never call him that. I don't care what he says. He's really good. And I was watching Babe Ross work yesterday at acrylic. She's awesome. I don't think I've ever actually caught her doing something that impressionistic, I guess, before. Or like, yeah, I don't know. It was just super cool to watch. And then there's another one, I think her name is Shimada or something like that. Oh my gosh, she's like an incredible fine artist. Oops, hold on. I was supposed to watch that later. I don't know if she's online. I kind of want to give her a shout out. I think it's Shimada. Yes, it is Shimada. Shimadata. That's what it is. Yes. I'm gonna give her a shout out. She's really good. She's never really on when I'm streaming, so I think I've rated her maybe one time. She's a teacher. She's an art teacher though. Shamatata. I think that's what it is. Shamatata? I don't know. I don't know how to say her name, but it's great. She's great. You guys should all go follow her. Really, really good stuff. If you want to be inspired by some incredible oil painting, go check out her channel. It's typically pretty family friendly. I haven't been able to watch enough of her streams to know. I have like a running list of family friendly art streams that I can rate into, so I'm trying to add to that. But if she's ever on, we'll have to give it a try. If she's ever on when I'm done, that is to say. She's super good. While we're at it, I'm gonna shout out I'm Painting Badly too. Oh yeah, let me check that out. Hold on one second. I think Badly's on right now. He does not tend to be very work safe all the time. I mean, sometimes he can be, but it's a little bit more of a wild card. So I think I've rated him once, but I always have to kind of screen what he's painting. He tends to do master studies though. I don't know if he's done a whole lot of like his own stuff, but I'd love to see it because I bet he'd be really good at it. So Badly, if you're lurking, which you've told me you do sometimes, I'm challenging you. I want to see it. I bet you'd do awesome. But anyway, if you guys want to see some great oil painters, you should go check both of those people out. Okay, let me see what Yanni's got here. Oh my gosh, those are incredible. Can I put this on screen? Well done. Until stars go dark in my soul, in my heart. Yeah, these are great. Really great job on the Rembrandt self-portrait as well. Oh, is that the Ophelia painting? That one's really good. These are all good. I like the little mini girl in the pearl earring he put on her ear. That's really funny. I can show them? Okay. Yeah, you guys should all, if you're on Blue Sky, go give Yanni a follow. Look at this great job. Really great job with the lighting. The chiaroscuro stuff is really hard to capture. I really like how warm it is too. Really nice stuff. Great studies. Yeah, his brush strokes are pretty awesome. Very cool. Love it. Great stuff. Left a little comment. The sky in yours is all bright with fluffy clouds, and mine's overcast. Oh, but it's the same castle. Oh, I see what you're saying. Interesting. I thought I already had this castle saved, so I may have a different photo of it somewhere. It looks familiar. It looks like one of the ones I pinned this morning when I was scouting around. Or maybe you just found it on your own. I don't know. I just like it. Okay. This lighting is so amazing. Oh my gosh. I know. Couldn't even post. It's just that high contrast that he gets with oils. That's one of the amazing things. It's what I really like about Shamatada's work. the first stream I saw her doing, she had this incredible, like it looked Photoshop. It was so bright, but it was because she had chosen such a dark contrast. It just like made the colors glow. It was so cool, and I was just like, how do you do that in oil? Like, how do you know how to make those decisions in oil? Like, I would know how to do that in a digital art program, but I would like, and I'm sure I guess I just haven't played with it enough. I'm sure I could figure it out. Like, I don't think I'm totally inept, but it's just really cool to see, and to watch somebody who's super comfortable in a medium just kind of going at it, you know? I don't know, it's really inspiring. So I've had a lot of fun kind of hopping around on Twitch and meeting people. Do you stream, Yanni? Are you just more like of an art lurker? If I totally understand, I did that for years, so no pressure. No judgment. Streaming also can be a little bit, I don't know. I feel like artists tend to be sort of exhausted by socializing. Not all of them, but despite my rambly nature, I too, I do tend to be an introvert. And so once I'm done streaming, it's just like I just want to be by myself for like a day. Which makes it tough at my day job because it's very people focused, but that's okay. So I totally understand if streaming is not your thing. Your hand's starting to hurt, so I think I'm good on Castle Light. Oh no, your hand is hurting. Don't draw until your hand hurts, Maze. Take a break. Are you pressing really hard? Why is your hand hurting? Are you injured? Maze, I'm worried for you. It's my turn to worry for you. Ha 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 ha. Da, da, da. That's when you know it's working. Is that the indicator? Oh gosh. I actually don't get hand pain yet. I'm sure it's coming for me. One of my other things I'm trying to do this year, other than fix my bad posture as I sit here and slouch, is like having a lighter hand when I'm drawing. I tend to press too hard. And so I've actually adjusted the pressure settings on my tablet to try and keep it lighter. It's like it's more sensitive than it needs to be, so that I have to actually press lighter to get a thin line. Oh yeah, don't overdo it, Amaze. Don't overdo it. Hand injuries are no joke. I have a lot of artist friends that have pretty bad hand problems because of drawing for too long. Our profession is rough on the body. Probably right after the stream, I'm probably gonna try and do some stretches. I don't know, with my back hurting, I may not do any exercises, but I need to start doing like push-ups or something to work on my strength. If you are new to drawing from reference and you're not sure how to start, one thing I always recommend is if you're feeling overwhelmed, like first do the big shapes, like how I started with like, you know, a box. Like find the underlying shapes and then build off of them is one way. But also try to challenge yourself not to just get super involved in your actual drawing, but make sure your eyes are looking more as much as possible at the reference image. Just to make sure you're actually drawing what's there and like not just drawing what you think you're seeing. It's an easy thing to fall into. I do it all the time. I think everybody just naturally we get really involved in what we're doing with our hands. But if you can, try and challenge yourself. I would always tell my students to look at the thing that they're drawing more than their actual drawing, and that's how you kind of learn to observe a little bit better. And it also helps you commit stuff to memory. So if anyone's struggling, that's just something to keep in mind. So I'm just drawing like the shapes in the water, for example. I'm not really trying to draw those details. I'm not getting all caught up in the ripples. A lot of art making is like knowing when to simplify and when to modify. Like I'm not drawing all these little rock details. I'm just drawing that big shape and then a few lines in there to imply the shape. And you can you can just learn how to make lines that help people get that idea. So love these little grass pieces sticking out of this rock. Love an overgrown rock. Nature is crazy. Like, the places plants will grow on the barest minimum of soils. It's so cool. The Shape of Water was something else. Yeah, well that is something else. Yes, that is a movie. A very good movie, actually. Okay. I know I kind of made this rock bigger than he's supposed to be, but there we go. I also want to do some cloud studies. We're going to have some streams where we're just painting clouds. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Like I said, I've got literally a decade of photos that I've always like meant to draw from. So I'm looking forward to having the time to going through some of those pictures. And yeah, just using those as reference. I know for sure those aren't AI. And hopefully the colors won't be too bad. Okay, I spent a little longer than I wanted to on this one, but that's okay. Let's draw a dragon. I want to draw a dragon in the moat. This would be fun. We'll just have like a little serpent guy. Storytelling day. We're drawing dragons, guys. Nothing like a dragon protecting your castle. When you're singing a song, up in my throat, the words wrong. Dark side, you were left handed. Put some little drips. Some little rings around where he's in the water, so it looks more like he's actually in the water. Just little ripples. There we go. Dragon. There you have it, guys. Drew a dragon on my castle. At least he's not crawling on the castle. Okay. World Storytelling Day. That's what we're here for. Wait, how big is this castle? It's that big. I don't know. There's the stairs. So pretty small. It's a very tiny castle, but this dragon loves it and he's protecting it, dang it. I mean, here's the door, so I imagine a person is like this big. It's like, hello, dragon friend. Here, I'll draw Maria's a little more. It says, good morning, dragon. How doth thee? He says, hello. Hello, friend. I don't know. They're neighbors. There's a very neighborly dragon. Anyway. There we go, the standard music. Or the standard metric. Oh, hey, Kev. Hold on, I missed some of your comments. Be kind to your hands. You only have one or two of them. That's right, Raga, that's right. I got yelled at because I had my tablet set to the firmest setting. What do you mean, like, you were pushing too hard or you were pushing too soft? I don't know what you mean by firm. The way I challenge myself is by not getting disappointed in the art I end up with at the end of the day. I like to put them on the refrigerator. That's cute. And then my mom takes it down later and throws it off. Yep, that's also what happens. How you doing, Kev? And then I get a text like, stop sneaking into our house. There it is. There it is. I knew the joke was coming. To hang up your weird art, just text us that you're coming over like a normal son. You're almost 30. Also, stop eating all the Oreos. Your father is very angry. Oh my gosh, I relate to half of that so much. I live like 800 miles from my parents, so I don't relate to the first half. But I did eat a bunch of Oreos in the last 24 hours. It's the size of a normal castle. Oh, you know, just a normal size. Just a normal size castle. Just look up the definition of a castle, Kev, and whatever it says in there, that is the normal size. Oh, Beard Easel! How are you? How are you? Thanks for popping in. Wow, I'm shocked to see ya. VODs an artist here on Twitch that I met recently. Give her a shout out. She's a lot of fun, very high, much more high energy than me. And like really awesome. Another great, speaking of a great painter, we were just talking about how I was meeting so many cool painters here on Twitch. I'm doing good. I'm so honored that you stopped by. So I'm just doing some warm-up streams right now. I'll be back on later actually drawing sea slug dragons. So I mostly do creatures. I feel like most of the time when I'm streaming. Let me show you really fast. I don't think I've seen you in here before. This is first time chat. I don't think so. Yeah, so on first and third Wednesdays of every month, I've been doing these sea slug dragon streams. So we'll pick like a sea slug. There's so many, they're amazing. And then I tend to do a dragon based on that sea slug. So like inspired by the design of it. Hopefully so you can get another one. This is one that I did a while ago. I really need to say, oops, that is a close-up of that one. How did that happen? Why did that happen twice? I'm literally not clicking that picture. Okay, we're just gonna click over, I guess. Well, here's one. Oh wow, that one's terrible. Let's not look at that one. That one's like 7 years old. Anyway, you get the idea. Apparently I can't click this one picture that I'm trying to click, which is annoying. But yeah, we'll take a sea slug and design a dragon based on it. So creature design's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. This one's a little more recent than that other one. Here we go. I was trying to show you this picture. I don't know why it wouldn't let me click this so I could show you the actual sea slug. But anyway, so I do that first and third Wednesdays. And it's a lot of fun. So if you're around in the afternoon, you might be streaming. But I'll be doing that around 4. Here's another one that I don't have a sea slug for. But anyway. I do a lot of that. I do some painting. You guys, Isel is a way better painter. like I work digitally. I was just talking to the people on stream how I kind of like watching people like you and like Babe and Badly, and there's, I don't know if you know Shamatada? She's a really good oil painter. We just shouted her out a little bit ago. But I've been meeting so many cool painters and like really skilled painters on Twitch. It's kind of making me want to try painting in oils or acrylics or something, but I haven't done that since like college. But I do illustration. I'm a book illustrator. I'm trying to be. Anyway, and here's like a piece I finished recently. So this is the kind of painting I do if I paint on stream. I tend to do pretty creature heavy stuff. It's like I love animals. Trying to get more comfortable drawing people. Here's my little like ghost kid. But yeah, I'd love to learn how to do some stuff like this like traditionally, but it just takes I'm so much faster digitally is the problem, and I'm trying to have quick turnaround for deliverables, but it'd be a cool thing to do on stream. So if you have any like tips, I'll definitely be hanging out on your streams picking up tips, so keep an eye out. Oh, thanks, Amaze. Yeah, there's my schedule. Amaze is my amazing mod, Easel. He's awesome. Don't let him tell you otherwise. It's even in his name. Wacom has a setting on top for the pressure curve. Oh, well, my Cintiq, I don't know if that has that. This is like a 10-year-old Cintiq almost. I'm doing good though. Thanks for asking, and thanks for popping in. Let me catch up a little. Another artist told me that they never replaced their pen nib. Oh, I haven't either. You replace yours all the time. Oh, you have a heavy hand. You need to maybe try doing. I have a pretty heavy hand too, but not that bad. Maybe try lowering, like increasing the sensitivity of your tablet. It's gonna make you press lighter. Like don't do it too much at once, but just kind of gradually increase the sensitivity of your tablet if you want to. I'm not saying you have to. I just have so many friends that have gotten carpal tunnel from doing things like that. It just kind of builds over the years, and so I'm trying to get ahead of that. That's part of why I have a carpal tunnel stretch break alert that you'll see in my chat every once in a while. If you want to avoid carpal tunnel, by the way, my physical therapist said this was the best stretch. You take your hand to like turn it upside down, and then pull your fingers gently toward you. Try to engage your thumb if you can. And it supposedly this is the best way to stretch out these tendons, which is where you get carpal tunnel. So if you are a gamer or somebody who draws, it's a really good idea to do this stretch every hour or so. Oh, and thank you, Easel. I appreciate that. No, you deserve it. Easel's great. You guys should all go follow. According to my mod vision, Easel followed yesterday. Yes, I was in her chat. Yeah, she was very kind. She was like, "Oh, I'll just give you a follow." Yeah, she is super sweet person. I asked you how you're doing. You lied. You're bummed. Oh, Kev. I ordered a new iPad stand for my desk so I could do more art comfortably. I got the notification it was delivered. Oh, Kev, I'm sorry. That's awful that it got stolen. I hate that. Porch pirates are the worst. That is such a problem. I'm so sorry. That is a bummer. Are you able to report that at all, or is that just a loss? I've never actually had, thankfully, somebody take my package. I was really afraid my Huion was going to get stolen when it got delivered because it sat in the hallway of my apartment building for a day because I didn't know. It came like 3 days after I ordered it. I was shocked how fast it got there. I had no idea. It said it was going to be here in April. So I was like, oh my gosh. Thankfully, nobody in my apartment, everyone left it alone. I have really nice neighbors, but ugh, I can't imagine that sitting on the porch. Like, oh, I'm so glad that they brought it inside the building, like I asked them to. But they don't always listen to those delivery notes, you know? That's so scary. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you, Isla. You're so kind. Don't listen to Kev about sizes. Our introduction to Kev was him trying to tell us about the standard size of dragons. So just ignore that. It's a very long conversation. Oh, thank you. Isla, you're so nice. I appreciate you. It was really heavy on my mind. I feel so much better. I've set things lighter now. Oh, good. Good! I'm glad, Iani. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a problem. Yeah, he just told us dragons are the standard size. I don't want to... That conversation was like an hour long, trying to figure out what the standard size of a dragon was. And it was like when he first came into chat, and I wasn't totally sure if he was joking, and I was trying to, like, you know, feel out the conversation. It's very hard without body language is what I'm learning from streaming. I'm kind of new-ish to streaming. I'm like getting back into it from a years long hiatus. I was around back in 2018, but I was too afraid of Twitch to interact, so I didn't really meet that many people. And I've just decided to stop being afraid of the internet this year, so we're gonna see how that works. Or rather, we're gonna see how long that works for. Because I historically do get easily intimidated. So far, everyone's been very nice, and it's very encouraging, and we'll see. Well, hopefully I can keep it that way. All right, should we do like a super straight castle next? Should we do like a totally different style? This one's so boxy. I don't know if I'm gonna learn a lot from that. This one is like intensely beautiful, but it is way too ornate for me to draw. I love it. Or should we do sandcastle? Should we do Bishop's Castle, which is just a bizarre cobblestone structure? It looks like. I do kind of want to do a spirally staircase. Maybe I'll just add some of these to the next castle I draw. Should I do like is it Beijing that has the Forbidden City? Forbidden City Castle. Let's see. Is that a castle? Oh my gosh, I can't type. The worst typer. Typist? There are some really cool Asian castles though. I did save a few of my Pinterest. But yeah, so Beatiesel, we just kind of do warm-up streams. I do them Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, so if you ever want to draw along, feel free, but of course no pressure. I'm sure you're very busy. But I always encourage people if they want to learn, I try to pick a different topic. Half the time it's stuff like this that I'm not comfortable drawing. Like I don't do architecture here. I don't know if you know CantAsian here on, you probably do. I feel like Canta is in everybody's chat, but she has this Marchitecture challenge going on right now, so I decided to do architecture this week. One of her prompts is tree houses, so I studied tree houses on Monday, and then I worked from home yesterday morning, so I don't have them here, but I did houseboats yesterday. Don't worry about it, they were terrible, so I'm not going to show them anyway. But that's a good one to do. So I decided to do castles even though it's not on her prompt list, because today, if you didn't know, today is it's World Storytelling Day. So I decided it would be appropriate to do some castles. So that's why we're doing castles. Anyway, working along with me. Nice, nice. Well, feel free to work and look. You don't need to be in. I know that sometimes Twitch chat can be super distracting. Feel free to mute me. I tend to ramble. Some people will pack actual trash in Amazon boxes so porch pirates would steal it. I love that. That is such a good idea. Maybe that's how we can get rid of our Christmas tree. That's a good idea. Ooh, I'm gonna tell my roommate that. So we're having an issue with our HOA. Surprise. at our apartment complex, we just lost our dumpster. Like, we used to have a dumpster, and it just got picked up one day and taken. And the HOA lady who's in charge was being really shady about why that happened, and like not giving everyone the same answer or a straight answer. I feel like she just didn't pay, maybe. And now we don't have a I could be wrong. Maybe she did pay and they just are a terrible company. I don't know. But anyway, so all we have now is these tiny little trash cans with no lids, and we've had them for like 2 months, and you can fit like 2 trash bags in them, and so they're constantly full. And the HOA and her husband, partner, person they're constantly coming and picking it up. And so I don't know how we're gonna get over our Christmas tree, because it would have fit in the dumpster, and that's what we usually do with it. But now I don't know. So maybe I'll tell my roommate to do that. That would be hilarious, to just like fill boxes, because it would feel heavy, right? You could like cut it in pieces and like stuff it in these boxes. It would feel really heavy, but you just open it up and it's like a dead Christmas tree pit, like bed. That'd be funny. And before you ask, yes, our Christmas tree is up way too long. We tend to have Christmas for 3 months and then we take it down. Last year we made it last until May, so. I need to know the size. Well, when ordering dragons online, you need to understand the size chart. Oh my gosh, don't encourage him. Although maybe Kev needs some encouragement. It sounds like he's having a rough day. Not too bummed about the money, more like I waited a week and a half for this thing and I was so excited, but it came to nothing. It's just a loss. I can't get a replacement. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Standard dragon is the size of 2 standard size griffins. Is this like when you measure everything by Danny DeVito's? Is that a measurement? I feel like I've heard that measurement on the internet. Or is it like Starbucks sizes? A grande dragon? A venti dragon? For your own sanity, do not start the dragon size. Oh my gosh, too funny. Too funny. I'm slowly catching up on chat. I'm so bad, guys. Exactly. Finally someone gets it. Tried to tell them that if they were to look outside their window and saw a dragon, they would either think, wow, that dragon is too small, or dang homie, that dragon is way too big. That's almost exactly what he said. Just your average dragon. In fact, one might think this dragon is exactly the perfect size. Look away from dangerous dragon size topic. Oh no, Raga's scarred. Oh no, but she leaps onto a dragon and flies away. Sorry, Raga, you can't escape dragons here. HOAs are the worst, yeah. Ugh. I've only met like 1 or 2 people who haven't had issues with their HOA. And I hate having one. But I'm getting such a good deal at this apartment, and the landlord actually pays the HOA fees for us. Like, I don't think we actually pay it. He actually gave me a deal. I live in a pretty expensive city. I'm in a suburb of Denver. But Denver's like one of the 5th least affordable cities in the country right now. So it's really, really high rent. But I'm only paying $750 a month, which is a great deal, considering most people are paying a lot more. I have a roommate, so I mean collectively we're paying more, but we have a garage and like it's a two bedroom. It's a pretty decent sized place. But I found out later that he's an artist and that's why. Okay, I want to draw. I love this. Ooh, let's draw this Indian palace. It's got everything I'm looking for. It's got spirals. It's got fun roof shapes. It's great. But anyway, I found out that my landlord is actually also an artist. Like when I first found the place, he was actually asking a lot more for it. And I kind of took a tour and I told him kind of what I was looking for. And he emailed me later. He was like, "Hey, if you know, I like supporting artists. So if you need a break on the rent, let me know." I was like, "Oh, really?" And so I kind of wish I would have asked for more because I was like, "Would you take off $400?" And he was like, "Sure." Like I think, yeah, he was asking $1,800. No. He was asking, what was he asking? I don't know. He was asking a lot more. It was like 18 something. And we're paying $1,500 for the place between the two of us. So still high, but not nearly as high as most places in my city. And rent has gone way up. Like my place, I think everybody else is paying over $1,800 to live in my complex, for sure. So anyway, I don't remember the point of that story. Anyway, I put up with the HOA, that's why, yeah. But it doesn't mean it's fun, you know. I'm just saying, if she gets mad at me for having a canister of birdseed on my porch when she literally has trash cans with no lids outside for us to put our waste in, I'm not having it. It's not gonna happen. She also won't let me water the lawn, so the lawn's dying every summer, and then it gets super weedy because she doesn't want to pay the water bill, basically. And then I can't have cookouts, and I'm sad about it because I like cookouts. I'm gonna secretly water it, I think. I probably shouldn't say that on the internet because she'll find me somehow. Anyway, enough of that. I'm not gonna keep bad-mouthing my HOA lady. I apologize. It's just frustrating. I don't understand the decisions being made. And it's like, why are we paying for this? Or I guess, why is somebody paying for this? Oh, whoops, I forgot to post this in Discord. I do have a warm-up chat section if anybody wants to draw this. I will post it and try to do better. I think I'm gonna draw like a big dragon like on this castle or flying around it. I think that would be fun. Yeah, go lurk and work, for sure. Thanks for popping in, Isel. It's nice to see you in here. I measure my life with Danny DeVito. Proper size dragon, oh my gosh. If I see a dragon, I need it to be the right size or it won't be satisfying. It's a funny story about this person that wanted to plant sunflowers in front of their house. Oh no, is this an HOA story? But they couldn't because the HOA had it on a list of flowers that they couldn't plant. Ugh. So, like, I understand wanting housing values to be good, and so you don't want people to like have junky yards. I get that. It's fine. If you're a homeowner, like, I'm sure I'd want that. I'd want some kind of accountability so my neighbors don't like leave junky cars in their yard. Like, that's fine. But mandating flowers? Come on now. If people have a problem with sunflowers, then they have a problem. So they went to their lawyer friend to go over the HOA guidelines and discovered that corn was not on the list of banned plants. So they ended up planting huge corn stalks in their front yard, and it drove the HOA insane, and the HOA caved and let them plant sunflowers. That's awesome. Well, it's so stupid. Like, geez Louise. Stuff like that is just silly. I feel like the HOAs have become so common, it's almost hard to find a place that doesn't have one. Like, you almost just have to put up with it because there's not an option to not be in one. At least not here. I don't know if that's true everywhere in the States, but here in Colorado it feels like you can't find one without an HOA. Also, how much of a sour person do you have to have a banned list of flowers? Exactly! I'm like, come on, flowers are cheerful. Like, the whole point is for them to be attractive. Like, what? Flowers. It's not even like it's a bush that flowers. It's like an actual flower. Like, I get it. Some flowering bushes can look a little trashy, I suppose, but still. People are... I think it's just the personality type, like the control freak personality type that happens that to attract people to the, like, running an HOA. I think that's the problem. It's not the idea of the HOA that's the issue, it's the type of people that tend to, not always, but tend to be a part of them. Because it just takes one, you know, of those type of people. Can you guys hear this? I've thought about taking this one off the list because I think it's too quiet. I don't know if this song really comes through. I do like it though. None of them will ever love you. I'm gonna make I'm gonna write a story. There's like Evil King Hoa or something. Just have it be this giant metaphor for the control issues that HOAs have. That's my World Storytelling Day story, guys. Alright, it's 11:30. I need to probably wrap this up. I may not have time to color any of these like I was going to. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Huh? This there needs to be a staircase there. What's going on? It's not symmetrical. Oh, that's gonna bug me. What in the world? Who designed this? Do you guys see what I'm talking about? Like, you can see part of it, but it just ends there, whereas this one goes like way over here. Do you see what I mean? Look at this staircase. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, question mark. There's like a little one right there. Maybe it's just the angle of the picture, but it looks like it's taken pretty dead on. This one's short too. Maybe they just like added to it, because I'm so confused right now. That really bugs me. I'm gonna fix that. We're changing that for my drawing. I need it to be the same. Okay. This is all jumbly. This is a mess. I just made a mess, that's all I did. I was swayed by the swirly spiral staircases and the birds. Gonna go real fast. I think the photo is slightly off center. Yeah, you're probably right. It does look like this is closer to the center line than this one. So I'm just gonna fix it because it's gonna bother me. I need it to be the same on both sides. Everything else is so symmetrical, it would be weird if it wasn't. I do love these window steeply things. They're really pretty. Well, I hope you guys get to celebrate International Story Day or World Storytelling Day in some way today. Go work on a storytelling project. Do some world building, you know? Work on a comic. Tell a story today, guys. Do some writing if you haven't written in a while and if you enjoy that. Thank you for joining me for it. It's been kind of fun finding like random holidays like that I feel like I can incorporate. It's like, oh, that'd be a fun one. Actually, you guys, I think next week is Tolkien Week, apparently. I don't know who decided this, but there's a week dedicated to Tolkien. So I think, actually, yeah, I think next week for warm-up studies, let me check my list, but I want to do some screenshot studies, like some actual stills from the Lord of the Rings movies, and do some painting studies of those, some character studies. I think that would be a lot of fun. So if you are into Lord of the Rings, or if you just like that kind of stuff, we're gonna do that at least 2 days next week. So it's Monday. Oh, okay, so it's Monday that is Tolkien Day. I think Tolkien Week is actually coming up in another month or two. There is a week that I found that's like Tolkien Week. What is that? Anyway, there's like a whole week dedicated to it somewhere. Anyway, Tolkien Day though is on Monday the 25th. Maybe it's his birthday or something, I don't know. I haven't actually looked into why it's Tolkien Day. But yeah, so I think we're gonna do film studies, which I'm looking forward to every once in a while, especially for things like that. I happen to be a big Tolkien fan. I don't know if anybody else is. I'm sure somebody out there is. Most people are, I think. But I'm gonna take some screenshots, do some reference digging. Yeah, find some cool stuff to draw. I don't know what yet, but it'll be something and it'll be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And then Manatee Appreciation Day, guys, is next Wednesday. So we're gonna go from Tolkien to white manatees. That's gonna be seamless. It's gonna be no problem. Totally thematically appropriate. I don't know how, but it will be. I'm looking forward to it though. Manatees are fun. I don't know if I've ever actually drawn a manatee, but they're so cute. And did you know they're actually related to elephants? Okay, this is a terrible castle. I don't know why I decided to quickly. I don't have enough time to dedicate to making this more accurate. So, sorry guys, I gotta run here in a minute. But anyway, I'll be back on later today. If anybody wants to hang out, I'll be doing those sea slug dragon designs at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. That's GMT -7. So if you are a GMT person, you can do the math there. You can also just look up Mountain Time conversions on the interwebs. If you are not in Mountain Time, or not in the US, and you don't know how to quickly find that out. But yeah, I'm gonna go find somebody to raid into. Didn't really do like a colored version today. I'm a little bummed that I didn't do that, but at least we drew a dragon, right? We can go out on this guy. In fact, let's just because we can, let's just slap some color on this layer. Just because. Actually, I'm gonna use these colors. Oh, why is it not working? Quickly. Did you hear me, Paint Tool Sai? I said quickly. Okay. Okay, I don't like that at all. That texture is annoying. Throwing me off. Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Hold on, let's do the sky first. She says to herself. No one else is making you do this, Casey. Hello? Quick little clouds, I'm not gonna worry about them too much. Okay. Oops. Ah. This is why you shouldn't do all your coloring on one layer, guys. It's a bad idea. Don't copy me. Yeah, I'm gonna go find somebody else to raid who's doing art this morning as soon as I'm done slapping color on this dragon. Definitely not doing the whole thing in color, but just gonna kind of play with some cobblestoney stuff because I think that's a lot of fun. But thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate you. Like I said, if you want to come back later, feel free. I'll be around. But if not, until next time, I appreciate your company. Let's peek and see who is on real fast. I'm going to see who I can find that is family friendly for the people watching with kiddos. Thank you guys for keeping it family friendly in here. I appreciate that. I know Twitch is not always the most family friendly place, and that might be a little bit of a switch for some of you. So appreciate you respecting that here. What color should this dragon be? Not like a purpley blue. So he pops a little bit. There you go, little guy. Look at you. So colorful, so bright, so luminous. We keep it PBS over here. Yeah, we do. Pretty much for the most part, yeah. We still have a good time. It doesn't have to be dirty to be fun, you know? I think, anyway. I appreciate you guys. I have a good time hanging out, and I hope you do too. I think I am very, very fortunate to have found some great folks on Twitch. Okay, that's all the coloring I'm gonna do because I gotta run. But like I said, I'll be back on like 4 hours, so it won't be too long until we meet again, folks, hopefully. And if not, that's okay. If I don't see you for a while, thanks for even considering hanging out with me in the future. But let's see who is streaming. Who do we have to raid? And what are they playing? Oh, Sims Art is on, Drop Into, Freckles is on, Ooh, Diatom's attack is on! Ugh. I'm very tempted, but it has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. Who's doing art? It looks like only 2 or 3 people are doing art, so let's go see who is relatively family friendly. Ooh, Sims Art does great stuff. Great stuff. I don't know.
You need to draw a line.
I don't know, sorry. He got a little bit of a stream there. I don't know how family friendly he is, but his work is amazing. I just found him the other day, and I really enjoy it. Let's read Sims Art. I would love to hang out and watch this guy work for a little bit. I think you guys will really enjoy him, so don't go anywhere. If you're looking for a really skilled streamer, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it. So, thank you, Amaze. There's my schedule. If anybody wants to join me later, you can check out my warm-up streams in the morning and then my afternoon streams on Mondays and Wednesdays, typically. I'm gonna zoom in on this for my outro channel here. Let's see if I can remember how to be a professional streamer, guys. I can't, but... Oh, and look forward, I have a new channel trailer, or any channel trailer coming, and it's terrible, so I'll be putting that up soon. Probably gonna go finish that today. There we go. I found my outro scene. Look at me, guys. I streamed. I did a Twitch. Did it. Tolkien Reading Day is on March 25th, apparently, because that's the day when the ring was destroyed. Raga, thank you so much. That's great to know. So there you go, guys. We can celebrate the killing of Sauron. the death of evil in the land of Middle Earth. Yeah, no one's Tolkien about it. I love it. Well, we're Tolkien about it, Yanni. I'm trying to skim chat really fast. I think I missed some things. Okay, I think I got most of it. But yeah, I'm gonna go hang out at Sims. You guys have a great rest of your day. Maybe I'll see you again at 4. If not, that is okay too. But let's go see what Sims is up to. And if you want to catch me later, like I said, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So, till then, guys, bye.